Welcome back to CVM at Sunrise. Teens for Technology has donated thousands of computers to over 400 schools and community-based organizations in Jamaica. Recently, they started Teens for Technology in high schools, which teaches students to build and assemble computers. Mark Jones, Executive Director and co-founder for Teens for Technology, will speak about the program as well as the partnership with the Spanish Court Hotel. Also, Jadine Thomas from St. Hugh's and Tommy Gooden from Excelsior High will demonstrate the skills they've learned in a competition to see who can put together the parts in the fastest time. I'm going to allow you all to start now. All right, now, Mark, thank you so much for being here this morning. Tell me a little bit about Teens for Technology. How did it get started?
Well, Teens for Technology started by teenagers. So my 13-year-old son was visiting in Jamaica, started talking to a Judah driver about where his children went to school, found out that they, as it turned out at Mountain View Primary, 850 students and 2 computers at the time. This is 2001.
Right.
So Anders, my son, said, "Dad, that can't be right. I go to a school with 850 kids, and we have 400 computers. Let's do something about that." So he did, and he, over the next year, he came down to Jamaica. He also got his friends, who were teenagers in the United States, to be very interested in this. He got his technology teacher involved, and before you knew it, he had talked to Microsoft, Air Jamaica, Hilton Hotels, and managed to organize a donation effort to put 10 computers, about 70 pieces of software, and a full computer lab in Mountain View Primary.
Great.
Now that's 2002, and today that lab has about 35 computers.
Wow.
It's one of the greatest technology programs in primary school in Jamaica, and
Definitely.
that's in Mountain View.
Now, why is it so important for them to learn to build the computer themselves?
Well, I just think it is a very empowering activity, and if you think about where the world has gone, in 2001, 2002, the government's objective was to put a computer in each school. And so now 6 years later, we have high school students building computers.
Right.
That is a road that has been traveled.
And I was just saying before we started, I was saying to Janine, "What, you're going to put together a computer?" And she said, "Oh, it's easy. It's easy. We're going to see after a while." Now, Spanish Court Hotel, tell me the relation with this.
Well, Teens for Technology has worked to put computer labs in schools. And this is a ground-up, community-based operation. And we require each of the schools to contribute a portion of the costs themselves.
Right.
How that has happened is that schools have gone out into the business sector and found sponsors.
Right.
Now, Spanish Court, as a new, a new hotel in Kingston, with a particular technology orientation, a very edgy place if you see any of the rooms or walk into the hotel, and they also have a very strong social commitment and view of their place, and so. We talked to them, and they said we would like to participate in this program on a large-scale basis and an ongoing committed basis. So they are actually contributing a US dollar per room night for for this program.
Right.
And they also asked their guests if they would like to contribute, and most of the guests are doing so. So this is funding an ongoing donation that matches up with the community schools that are looking to participate, and it's part of the way that we're able to keep the computer donations going.
Right.
We've put 5,000 computers in schools in the past 5 years, and with partners like Spanish Court, that is going to continue.
Right, and we look forward to seeing now, Tommy. I see you keep working because I don't want Jadine. I don't want you to blame me if Jadine wins, I don't want you to blame me. No, you're going at it. Am I distracting you by talking?
No.
Oh, because you're an expert, right?
Not really.
But what did you think when you found out that you were going to learn how to put together a computer yourself?
Well, actually, I've learned before. It's not that the club has basically enhanced my skills. It's not that they have taught me, more like enhanced my skills. So I was really happy to know that. And I know it has been fun.
It
Has been fun. Trust me, it has been fun.
Now, you said that it has enhanced your skills. What are you planning to do in the future? How is this going to help?
Well, I'm planning to go either in the media sector or in the, you know,
You're working for, okay, because I say, if you're working for my job, I'm going over to Jadine now, you know.
yeah, I'm working for
Okay, see you later, Tommy. Jadine, how is it going?
It's been fine.
No, don't stop working. Don't stop working, please. Now, you are, as a female doing this, very often females think, oh, tech electronics, we can't do this type of thing, but you're proving us very wrong. How is it? How easy is it?
It's actually very easy. Once you learn the basics of it, you can actually go through it with ease.
Keep working, keep working. You can actually go through it with ease. Now, Mark, you said that this has been going on for a little while now. What kind of changes are you seeing in the students themselves being involved in this?
Well, this is a very empowering process. And the clubs actually have two purposes. One is education, which is what you're seeing here, but the other is community service.
Right.
Because that is really that is the origins of the whole movement. So at this point, we have 4 high schools who are our foundation clubs. And that's Excelsior, St. Hugh's, who you have here,
Right.
and then Gainstead and Camperdown. And each club has 50 to 70 students. And on the service end, each club adopts a primary school, and each club adopts a community center.
Oh, great. So it's a chain of
Absolutely. And for the primary schools, the club is responsible for teaching the younger kids about internet safety and being safe with computers.
Right.
And who better to deliver that message than teenagers
peers,
to peers a little bit further. And for the community centers, the high school students are going in and teaching adults who aren't familiar with computers how to set up an email account so they can communicate with their grandchildren in England or something. And so in the same way that the American teenagers in their day took on a mission that no one could believe, we see the Teens for Technology clubs here in Jamaica helping to change the whole landscape and enrich themselves by doing service.
Now, you said that you have 4 foundation schools. Now, all the other teenagers that are watching the different schools and are saying, but we want this
Yes,
here.
yes.
Is there any way for them to get
Well,
into
we started with 4 because we want to get it right. And there's a lot of responsibility on these 4 schools because there are 200 to 250 students now in Teens for Technology for this. We would hope to have 40 or 50 schools in the next 12 months.
Okay.
And that becomes 2,000, 2,500 kids. So we need to get this right, before that all happens.
So we'll just work with this core for now. Everybody else, you just have to kind of bide your time, but it will happen eventually.
It will happen, for sure.
All right, now we are out of time. I'm going to tell you, they're working very hard, and it looks kind of like what it looks like for real. So I'm sure they know what we're doing. We're going to take a break. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
And I'm going to say who wins, and I'll tell you later. We'll have more coming up on CVM at Sunrise. Please stick around.
Oh yes, we are really having fun. Roshane McDonald